Hi Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your January 16th to the 31st, 2020 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel. So let's dive right in now, Scorpio, and see what this time period has in store for you. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to move your spirit guide animal cards over to the side. These will be layered on top of the tarot at the very end because they give such insight and such clarity to the voice of spirit, and the tarot and the spirit guide animal cards just work beautifully together. And then I'm going to be shuffling the Sacred Earth Oracle cards and see what January 16th to the 31st has in store for you, Scorpio. January 16th to the 31st, 2020, 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 Scorpio. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Okay, fantastic. All right, we have renewal that fell out. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. And space. A renewal of your personal space, a renewal of the space around you, the energy around you. Oh, that's it. A renewal of the energy around you as you embrace your truth, as you move forward in your wisdom, as you embrace happiness. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, and these are your chakra oracle cards. Well, chakra cards. So let's see now. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. January 16th to the 31st, 2020, Scorpio. 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 Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Oh, goodness. So this card right up top, because obviously visualization wanted to be heard, and I'm going to go with this card right underneath it. And this is Spiritual Awakening. Ooh, that's powerful. So we have the third eye chakra and we have the crown chakra shining through. The crown chakra within these cards are represented by the color white, and the third eye chakra is represented by the color violet. Ooh, goodness. Oh. Well, this one just came up. I put the card down the wrong way. And this one is soul healing. So Spirit wanted you to have that one too, which is beautiful, absolutely, positively exquisite. And this is the soul star chakra. There we go, represented by gold. All right, soul healing. Show me clearly. Show me clearly. Show me clearly. Scorpio, January 16th to the 31st, 2020, Scorpio. 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 Show me clearly, 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 show me clearly. Fantastic. All right, at the center of everything, oh, it's the 10 of Cups. That's beautiful. Then you are crowned by 16, which is the Tower card. Okay, good. I can do Roman numerals. I really can. Okay, so you're having a huge change coming into your life, and we can actually see this by the chakra cards that Spirit gave you, by your Sacred Earth cards. There is a change coming forward, and it's actually going to be quite beneficial. You have the King of Swords right here. This is a air sign energy, a Gemini, a Libra, and Aquarius. The Eight of Wands, change coming forward. The Four of Cups, a blessing coming towards you, is what I'm seeing here. The Queen of Swords, oh, I love it. Oh, I love this. And then you have the Two of Swords. Okay, it totally makes sense. Oh, but I love this. Okay. 11, which is the Justice card, a Libra energy, which this can all be connected with a Libra, but it's also justice coming into your life. Then we have Judgment, and we have the 5 of Cups. Oh, wow. I like this progression here, the 4 and then the 5. I love this. Yeah, I'm so excited for you, Scorpio. It's amazing. Okay, so we're going to start off by talking about the soul healing card, talking about your chakra energy. Soul healing is about here setting yourself free and healing your soul and healing yourself towards a renewal, towards what it is that you truly want. And I love right here what I'm seeing is the light shining at her heart and the light shining at her heart right here. And I see this kind of as a lighthouse. There is a light that is leading you forward. It is the light of your soul. It is the light of yourself that is leading you towards something beautiful, something great, something astounding. And the space, if you see here, the golden color that shines through and shines through within all of these cards is what's moving you forward. It's giving you your space. It's helping you realize the space for which you stand on this earthly plane, the place that you want to be, the place that you're moving forward to, but you're also rising to new heights, embracing a new understanding. As you have this soul healing coming in, a healing of your soul leading you forward, right? You have here spiritual awakening. It's, again, you have this light that shines through at your heart. It is activating your mind. It is activating your thoughts. Why? Because I firmly believe that we are emotional beings. As emotional beings, we need to feed that emotion with love, with kindness, with acceptance. And yes, we fall off the track. Definitely, we're human. What is the old saying? To err is to be human. So to make mistakes, to fail, to fall, that is to be human. But what I'm seeing you here doing is transcending hatred, doubt, fear, and it can be pointed internally to yourself. The sense of I'm not good enough, the sense of there will be one day when I am good enough, I just have to push myself harder and harder. No, this is an acceptance of the space that you're in right now. This is a renewal of your soul's passion and your journey forward. And as you do so, your crown chakra, the knowledge comes to you. Now, the soul star chakra is located 6 inches above the crown chakra. So I love that you have, this coming together. And I love that you have the third eye chakra, the crown chakra, and the soul star chakra, which, the third eye chakra right in between your brows, the crown chakra at the top of your head, the soul chakra is the soul star chakra 6 inches above your head. So they all follow within a lineup, within a pattern here. And it's as you visualize your truth, you change the energy vibration of your mind. You change the way that you look at things. And this heals your soul. It embraces your embodiment of passion, of creativity, of desire. Visualization is going to be so important to you. You are looking at something that you want more of. And you are realizing that the first place that you conquer anything is in the recesses of your own mind, is within your mind, your thoughts, and yourself. So here, with visualization moving you forward, you're looking at what you want. You're looking at what you desire. And as you visualize, you are empowered. And so here, know the power of what you are thinking of what you are saying to yourself, of the situations that you could be imagining, okay, within your mind, within yourself. You know how we daydream as human beings, as people, we daydream. But what's so funny is that the mind does not know the difference between daydreams and reality. The mind doesn't know the difference between, the terror that we put ourselves through before doing something that we're scared of, or, just by thinking about it and saying, this is the worst case scenario. Our minds do not know that we're making that up. They think, oh my gosh, that's true. That is the worst case scenario. That could be the failure that I walk into. No, visualize the positive. Visualize your bounty, your beauty, the prosperity coming in. Heal and cleanse the third eye chakra. Kind of take out all the negative, take out all the debris, the hurt, the pain, the scars within the third eye chakra, and let your prosperity shine. Let this shine a beautiful and clear violet or indigo, depending on how you like to view this color. And then we have here the spiritual awakening. Clear and cleanse your crown chakra, right? See it as pure white energy around the top of your head, or purple, depending again on which color you like to see this chakra as. And then see yourself calming, centering, being grounded, and it moves you to the gold of your soul star, of your soul's healing. and you say, wow, I really can accomplish what has felt to be denied to me before. Because you are clearing the negativity of your own mind, your own self, and you're walking in love. And why is that so important? Well, in today's world, it's so important because people are so willing and ready to jump at each other's throats, to be nasty and cruel before they are kind and compassionate. And that kind and that compassion is what you're bringing to the table, Scorpio. And people might not see it because you have a very distinct way of shedding your light on this world. Because you are a Scorpio. You live within the grays. You live within the in-between. But here at your heart is the Ten of Cups. This is love. This is joy. This is rising from the waters. Right? Rising from the chaos of emotion to see the rainbow, to see the blessings coming in. Now you can look at this and say, oh, these are sirens. They are calling to people to lead them off course. You can see that. I believe it was Odysseus who tied himself to the mast, when he was sailing home and wanted to hear the sirens, but didn't want to walk into the sea because that's what sirens do. They call you into the sea and they drowned you because that was their idea of fun, and that's what the ancient Greeks thought. But here I see the call of your emotions, the call of your heart's truth coming to you. And you might be ignoring it. You might be sitting there and saying, oh, well, I need to be this way, or I need this to happen because it's what's needed. But if you listen to your heart's truth, if you listen to the call of your emotions, if you listen to what Spirit is saying to you, because Spirit is with you 100% every step of the way here, shining this light on you, moving you forward, you're going to see that you get something that really does feel like you just won the jackpot. It feels like, wow, I have gotten to that place that I've always wanted to be. It doesn't mean that you're in your dream job. It doesn't mean that you're in your dream relationship. It means that you yourself feel more connected with who you are and who you were born to be than ever before. And as you have that connection, you have judgment over you. Now that sounds harsh. It really does. But what I love about this is it just makes me think of a plaque or it's something that was in my room when I was a little girl. And it was that your guardian angels watch over you and always move with you, watch your steps and lead you forward. And that's what I'm seeing here with you. Your guardian angels are always watching over you, seeing your steps, moving you forward ever since you were a little child. And know here, they want you to succeed. They want you to achieve. They want you to rise to your greatness and to the power of your being. And so here, as you complete a cycle of the heart, as you move forward in your emotional truth, your angels and your spirit guides are right there with you, cheering you on, saying, yes, you might see this as judgment, but I am looking at your soul and I am clapping. I'm clapping for all the greatness that you have done and all the greatness that you will do. And this leads you to the tower. Now you are going to say, oh, that's so beautiful, and now I have to go to the tower. I know, people sit there and they don't like the tower. The tower is things falling apart. The tower isn't ending. The tower is chaos. The tower isn't ending. All right, you're ending a cycle. It's at your heart of your being. It does bring chaos. Ends, new chapters, they bring chaos because there's a bit of uncertainty here. But what I'm really seeing is that Spirit is pushing you out of your comfort zone, kind of flicking you out. Like a baby bird being told that they have to fly. The mama bird pushes them, and you have to. You're being pushed out of your comfort zone. You're being pushed out of where you feel comfortable. Yeah, that was redundant. But But what I'm seeing here is you're being pushed out of where you have been staying, this kind of stagnation that you have had. And as you're pushed out of your comfort zone, you embrace a power of truth. You see that you can fly. And even if you fall, Steve Harvey says, when you jump, you will fall. He's like, that's a guarantee. And I love the honesty of that. And I know I quote it a lot if you've watched my videos before, but there is something so beautiful of knowing that even somebody who has their own TV show, even somebody who's on multiple TV shows, they've fallen, they failed. And you can see that if you look back at his life. He's fallen, he's failed, he's had failed marriages, he's lost millions, and he still rose. He still rises to the full extent of his abilities and to the full power of his soul. And that is beautiful. And that's what the tower teaches. It teaches from the rubble, you can rise. And it doesn't mean that you have to fall. Your tower moment might be so small that you breeze past it. And that's awesome. That is absolutely wonderful. And your tower moment might be super intense. But this is your time to embrace this moment, because whatever it is, even if it's small, it has a profound effect on you. There's a way that when you look back, months from now, where you say, wow, that was really impactful, and I didn't know the impact that it would have until this day. So here, yes, you're being pushed out of your comfort zone. Yes, you are going to doubt whether you can make it or not. If this change is big, if this change is small, you're going to sit there and be like, oh, I don't feel comfortable with this, but okay, I'm going to go along with it. I just have to do it, and kind of stiff up our lip and keep on going. And this leads you to judgment. This leads you to a judging of yourself. Okay, do not be harsh on yourself. You are going to be Scorpio. You're going to sit there and be like, oh my gosh, why couldn't you do this better? Why couldn't you do this? Why couldn't you do that? Step back. Judge yourself kindly. Here, it is, again, rising from the water. And you have this, it looks like a sea god rising from the water, looking at this person. And you could think, oh my gosh, I feel so small. I feel so insignificant. You can be looking at what other people have accomplished in their lives and saying, oh my gosh, that just wasn't me. I didn't accomplish great things by the time I was. Stop comparing yourself to everybody else. That is the best way to lose the race. It is. It is the best and the easiest way to lose the race. Also, having anger and hurt and pain at the center of your heart. Best way to lose the race. Pain, horrible things happen. Yes. Look at the war that you have been through, however that war has presented itself in your life. And look at how strong and powerful and beautiful you are to still be moving forward, to still be going after your dreams, to face this tower time and see that the balance is coming, to see that your truth is guiding you. This is profound, and this is where you stand. You're crowned by 2 major arcana. So you're crowned by a lesson that is going to push you out of your comfort zone. You're crowned by a truth that's going to have you seeing things differently. Your mind is very much here as you walk into a spiritual awakening. Your mind and your perception on things is being tested. And you might be running away from this old tower, but you see the old man here. He has the fairies around him. He has this new fantastic way of looking at things around him. And that's what I'm seeing with you. You might be, it's kind of like out with the old and in with the new, looking at things in a way that is breathtaking and beautiful and embracing your prosperity and your power and your truth. And this leads you to the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups here, I see the cups being, brought up. I see here the mermaid bringing up greatness to these people who are looking for it. And that is so powerful for you. There is something within your emotional understanding and your emotional awareness of yourself that rises you higher. And then we have the 5 of Cups, which is there is one cup that is being filled. There is one thing during this time period that you need to focus on within your soul's truth and within yourself to move you forward. And if you do not focus on it, it's going to feel like something really beautiful during this time was lost. It doesn't have to be a big thing, but it's going to be a thing that is severely powerful and impactful to you. Now, as you have this progression, there is a sense here with the 5 of Cups, and always with the 5 of Cups, it's change your mind, change your life. Change the way that you look at things, and you change the power that is around you. So as you look at things, and you might be trying to do like 500,000 things at once, Scorpio, because you're going to think, the more I can do, the more I can move forward, the better things will be. No, what I'm seeing here is that there's one calling for you during this time. All right, it's going to be different for each and every one of you. This is a general reading. It has to do with the mind's truth. It has to do with a understanding of the mind and visualizing of what you truly want, and a knowing that the words that you say to yourself and the pictures that you put in your head, or even the things that you watch on a screen, they have a tremendous impact to your psyche. This is a renewal. This can also be a statement of, wow, I don't like that energy. I'm going to have it come afresh. I'm going to embrace a new start, a new truth. And this is where you give yourself that space to rise higher, to embrace what your heart wants, what your soul wants, what you are desiring, because you have the Queen of Swords right here. And I just have to jump, because whenever I have the King and the Queen of the same suit from the same deck in a reading, it is absolutely exquisite. This is a true love connection. This is a soulmate connection. This is the power of your masculine and feminine energy coming together to really move you forward. Now, how I view kings and queens is I don't view them as male or female. All right, I view kings as the actors upon the stage. I view queens as the directors behind the scenes. Depending on who you are and the way you perceive things, is the way you perceive one as being more powerful than the other. But what I'm seeing here is that the power of your mind, Scorpio, is so intense that you are absolutely, positively brilliant, and you shine with a brilliance. So here you can be meeting somebody who challenges you intellectually, who you have fantastic conversations with, who gets your vision. And this person can be a romantic interest. This person can also be just a partnership, a friendship that brings you to the next level. Because what I see with a soulmate connection is I don't believe soulmates are true loves. That's why I said true love connection or a soulmate connection. Soulmates are people that you have known in past lives. This is how I see soulmates. I don't believe in Plato's, thing where, all people were conjoined twins pretty much, and those who were and the gods looked down at them. Zeus looked down at humans and said, oh my gosh, they're almost as powerful as the gods. I have to cut them apart. And so that's why we have the idea of our soulmates, because it's that other half of us that Zeus separated. I don't believe in that. What I do believe is that our soulmates are people that we knew in past lives who resonate with our soul's truth of ourselves. And as they resonate with our soul's truth, they could be fantastically beneficial people for us, or they can be fantastically negative people for us. So be prepared for that. But what I'm seeing here is that this person raises you up. This person makes you better. Now, it can be in a negative way. It can be. I don't want you to think, oh, this could be a person that, actually absolutely becomes my best friend in the whole entire world. It can be somebody who you meet, who challenges you, who you sit there and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know why, but that person is so frustrating. Why? Because they're making you into a pearl. Do you know how pearls are made? Pearls are made by a piece of sand being stuck in an oyster's mouth. And that piece of sand is so stinking irritating to that oyster that oyster covers it with mucus and covers it with mucus and covers it with mucus until finally they've created enough of a barrier around that foreign object that they're like, okay, I'm done. But that is what makes a pearl. A pearl is oyster snot, and I think that's really funny because it sounds so gross and yet it's such a valuable item. And that's what this person will be for you if it's on the negative side. They make you into that pearl. They make you into somebody who is rich and prosperous, and you come from the sea, okay? You come from the sea of your emotions. You come from the sea of your heart's truth. Now, if this is a positive person for you, this is somebody who will get you instantaneously. You start talking and you'll realize that you have more in common than you actually feel comfortable with. This can be also very overwhelming, Scorpio. You like to be a bit mysterious. You like to be a bit kind of behind the scenes. You're going to be much more comfortable being the director behind the scenes than the actor upon the stage. And as this person really gets you, you might feel like, oh my gosh, what the heck is going on here? But there is a power to you that you are moving forward with. There's a sense of knowing your mind. You're also not going to be taking anybody's bull during this time. You really don't take bull well anyway, Scorpio, but you're really not going to be taking anybody's bull. And as you move forward into your power and into your truth, this time period for you, you might find that you become a bit sharp-tongued. Why? Not because you're being negative towards anybody, but because they're not keeping up with you the way that they should be. Or not the way that they should be, but the way that you think they should be. It's kind of like, okay, keep up. Why do I have to explain this again? Or, oh my gosh, I can't believe that you don't just see it or just get it. So be mindful of being sharp-tongued, because air sign energies, Geminis, Libras, Aquariuses, they always have to be mindful of being sharp-tongued and being a bit harsh. This leads you to the Eight of Wands. Things are changing. You're riding on your broomsticks towards something more. And you might think like, oh my gosh, I'm not ready for this. Oh my gosh, what's going on here? Don't doubt it. Go with it. You're leaving behind something you once thought you would love. You're leaving behind something that doesn't fit anymore. And that's okay. Now it's time to embrace your magic. And by your magic, I mean the God's head, that divinity hid within you, that Brahma hid within you, that you thought, oh no, it couldn't possibly be there. Nothing great is inside of me. It's externally, not internally. No, this time period, it's all about the internal. It's all about internally embracing your greatness and why you were put on this earth. And you're starting to see this change. You cut through the doubts and the fear. You know what it is that you want. There is a firmness to you. There is a power to you. And as you embrace that power, you see that the angels walk with you. And you see that your mind has changed. You change your mind, and it absolutely, positively changes your life. It leads you to the Two of Swords. You're going to think that there were two options for you, two ways to walk your path. A third is going to come up. It's going to lead you to new heights. It's going to help you embrace a childlike innocence and a joy. It's going to lead you to slaying your dragon. Okay? Slaying doubts and slaying fears. And I just want to see here. Yeah, here. if you look at it, she's preparing for battle. She's like, nothing and no one will stop me. That is the energy you bring into this time period. Nothing and no one will stop me. Nothing can hold me back. I know my power. I know my truth. I belong here. And that's what you're doing. There's a ferocity to you that you might even find a bit off-putting, but you need to have your heart and your mind in alignment with yourself, because as emotional beings, which all human beings are, in my belief, all human beings are emotional beings, we have to have our emotions aligned with our mind, because our minds dictate the way that we see things. No, our hearts dictate the way that we see things and the way that our mind interprets things. So here, you're slaying dragons, you're slaying doubts, you're slaying fears to know that you can walk that path that shows itself to you, that you hadn't thought of, that you thought could never be the way that you walk or the way that you live. Something so far out of your comfort zone, Scorpio, that you're like, oh my gosh, no, that could never be me. I always knew that this would never be me. I would never do this. And it winds up being the place that you walk. I'm not saying it's something bad, right? I don't want to have anybody think that it's something really negative. It's something really positive. It's something profoundly positive, and it has you rise up. It has you rise up into your power. And you're going to find that you do it 1,000 times a day. You rise to the occasion. You rise to the challenge. You rise up. Isn't that a song? I rise up today. Yeah. And then you'll find the judgment comes. The judgment comes from within you as you claim your power, as you claim your truth, as you say, wow, I didn't think I could do that. And you find out that you can. What was once terrifying to you is going to become rather commonplace. You're going to be not set back by fear, but embracing a space that gives you wings and has you flying towards your truth. Let's see what your spirit guide animal cards have to say. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. January 16th to the 31st, 2020. Scorpio. January 16th to the 31st, 2020, 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 Scorpio. Show me clearly, 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 show me clearly. Fantastic. I'm just going to lay these out quietly. Okay, so as you saw while I was laying them out, the lion spirit came upside down. And I thought, oh, do I put it down invertedly? And I put it down and spirit was like, no. So here, there's going to be some sort of blockage with a generosity of spirit, or you're going to be giving too much. Just be aware of that. Do not give too much. Do not give too little. It's kind of like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Just right. Find your balance. And be generous of your spirit, but don't be generous at the stake of yourself. Because at the heart of everything, you surrender now. You surrender now to the blessings that are coming your way. You surrender now to a truth that is born of the night, that comes after a storm, that ends a cycle. And as you surrender, you embrace a greatness of yourself that you didn't think was possible, that you didn't think you could actually be a part of your life. And as you surrender, you move to the peacock spirit, which says, let it shine. Let the guidance of your spirit guides, of your angels, shine. Let your heart shine. Let your emotional truth shine. It rises you up. You rise up. And as you rise up, you reclaim your power. You reclaim your power. And yes, you have been through a tower time. You have been through a time of great change that could have been astoundingly chaotic. Divinity doesn't care. And I know this sounds harsh, And I don't mean it to, but maybe a little bit. When you have to grow, okay? And here's the story of how diamonds are made. If you've watched my channel before, you know it, just as you know how pearls are made. But diamonds are made by a piece of coal. Coal is not expensive. It is rather mundane, and it's super, you get super dirty. A piece of coal is put under a tremendous amount of pressure for a tremendously long period of time. That is how a diamond is made. The earth puts that piece of coal under pressure for so long that it's unbelievable, and then either it crumbles away or it becomes a diamond. And that's what your life is about. Life is about becoming a diamond. Life is about becoming precious and valuable and beautiful and worthwhile. Not to everybody going, oh my gosh, please just, acknowledge I exist. I'd be so happy. No, it's about becoming valuable and beautiful and radiant within your own life, within your own world, your own sphere of existence. And as you embrace that radiance, you embrace the changes that life is all about. And you rise. You rise to an astounding height, and you reclaim your power. You embrace your truth, and you move forward in that power. There's a beauty to you that cannot be denied and that you should not be denying. With the spider spirit, it says, make your dreams real. It's weaving that web. It's taking that fine silk and making it into something absolutely exquisite and embracing your truth, your soul, and yourself. As you do so, you have the judgment card coming in. You have judgment coming forward. You have this sense of balance and understanding coming in, this sense of emotion and thought coming together and creating something exquisite from it. You're balancing the scales. You're looking at your truth, and you are creating from your life what you want. It doesn't matter what everybody else wants. It matters what you want. And then this moves you to the stag spirit, which says, take the leap. Take the leap and accept the gifts. Look, seek, search, and move forward. And move forward. Take that leap. Take that leap of faith and embrace your majesty. As you embrace the majesty that is you, you have the rabbit spirit, which says, now is your lucky time. Now is your lucky time, because what you are doing now affects generations and also affects you in the future and heals you from your past. But it also has you looking at the cup of healing, of the gift that is being given to you. It has you changing your mind. And as you take this lucky time, as you move into this lucky time, you're going to see that the old way of looking at things, it doesn't fit anymore. There's a new power to you. There's a new grace to you. There's a new energy of soul. And this leads you to the mouse spirit, which says, tend to the small things. As you're ready for your battles, as you stand in your truth, as you know your worth, right? Tend to the small things. So much of our time, we think of life having to be grand, big, grandiose, just jaw-dropping things. I call it a firework life. We want to have those huge moments that everybody sees and everybody's jaw drops and everybody goes, oh my gosh, that's so amazing. Okay, step back. You don't need everybody's approval. You don't need everybody to look at you. And that's what our society tells us we need. We need everybody to be in awe of us. No. Leave that for Hollywood movie stars. And that being put under that scrutiny, being put under that microscope, having that public life, it seems exhausting. Here, it's tending to the small things. It's smiling. It's, embracing what you love. It's doing things that bring you joy. It's embracing your happiness. Because even people who have millions, they're not happy. Some are, yeah, okay, but a lot aren't. Happiness is something that's elusive. And happiness is something that most people can't seem to find because they forget the everyday little things and they focus on the big, overwhelming things. And they think, oh my gosh, that's where I have to live. One overwhelmingly fantastic thing after the other. The highs have to be astoundingly high, and the lows, oh my gosh, you can't understand my sorrow, lows. No, here's the middle ground. Here's the middle ground of the happiness that you have hacked through so much nonsense to be able to come into your life, that you embrace with open arms and with truth. And as you tend to the small things, you get more power. You get a greater sense of prosperity of soul and of self and of why you are here and where you are heading. And that leads you to generosity of spirit. That leads you to the lion spirit. It says, be generous. But you're also walking away from an old path, from old doubts, from old fears. And as you walk away, be generous of spirit to you. Do not think that you owe the world something, or that you owe people something, that you should be, it's not, humility is good. Humility is fantastic. Living with a sense of humility and a sense of grace is absolutely key. But here, do not be so generous that you give away all your power. And that's what Spirit is trying to say. It's time to move to new heights. It's time to see new barriers breaking down and new truths being set. Live in your truth. Be generous to yourself, and do not be so generous to everybody else that it takes you off your path, because that is something that you need to be warned of. You can be, Scorpio, so generous that you take yourself off your path, and you wind up giving more than you get back. This leads you to the peacock spirit, which says, let it shine. Let your heart shine. Let your power shine. Because now is a lucky time for you. Now is a time of blessings and truth and power. And it's time to claim it. As you claim it, you have the ant spirit shining through, which says it's time to collaborate. It's time to collaborate with what you want, with the bigger picture of where you need to be, of what you're looking at. It's time to collaborate with Spirit and see the road that you hadn't thought of start to open up. See you rising to new heights, rising to, to new paths, to new truths. And as you rise, you have the koi fish spirit coming in and saying, there is always enough. There is always enough for you. As you slay your dragons, as you move past your fears, as you conquer what terrifies you, know that there is always enough. Because so many of us, we come from a place of lack. We think, oh my gosh, there isn't enough out there. Wealth is only had by certain people. Happiness is only had by certain people. And we take ourselves out of this equation. Stop. Success is only had by certain people. Creativity, passion, wonderful relationships, only for some, and it's not for me. That's all nonsense. Conquer the doubts and the fears, the negativity inside your head that holds you back. You are going to be at moments that king upon the stage, that actor that everybody looks at, turns to. Will it be comfortable for you? No, it will not. Will it be necessary? Yes, it will. Because it will show you that there's always enough, and that there's a power to you that you had denied yourself. And as you step into that power, you make your own dreams real. And as you make your own dreams real, you let it shine. You let your truth shine. You let your heart shine. And your subconscious message from your spirit guide animal cards is the swan spirit. It's time for a deep dive. It's time to dive deep. It's time to go deeper. It's time to see more. It's time to look not just at what's at the surface for you, Scorpio, but deeper, what you truly want, where you truly want to be. And now it's time to start going after it, to tending to the moments and knowing that they are going to make a beautiful, serene picture for you. Your subconscious chakra message is love. This is the heart chakra, all right? But it's saying here, love guides you. Love leads you forward. You might think, oh, no, it doesn't. I'm cynical, I'm this, I'm that, because you've been through a lot, Scorpio. And you have that tendency. I mean, anybody with Scorpio in their chart has that tendency to be a little bit cynical, a little bit on the, kind of darker humor, darker side of things. So here, as you embrace love, you need somebody who understands that about you and who sees that as a beautiful blessing, the beautiful blessing that it is. And as you embrace your heart and as you embrace your truth, you embrace endless possibilities. You embrace the darkness, which has infinite outcomes that you cannot see. So you're opening up your heart to love. You're opening up yourself to what you love. It doesn't have to be romantic love. It can be, the love of your creative passion. It can be the love of your prosperity. It can be the love of your happiness. It can be the love of your body and yourself. It does not matter. The love of your family. It does not matter how you define that love. It matters that you walk towards it. And you know that subconsciously, this is what you are moving towards through this healing, through this visualization, through this awakening. Your subconscious sacred earth cards, magnetism. Things are going to be drawn to you. You are going to be drawn to things during this time that have a profound impact on you. But you're going to be like, how the heck did I get there? What the heck is this? Things that randomly pop up on your feed, or, things like you're going somewhere and you just think, oh, I have to go into that shop, or I have to go this way, or I'm going to take this turn to get home instead of that one. Things are going to happen and they're just you're just drawn to them like a magnet. And that is going to be something that might be a little bit off-putting at times. Like you're like, oh my gosh, what is going on here? But it's also going to be exquisite for you because it's going to be so much fun. And then your subconscious message for this whole entire reading is the Ace of Wands. This is passion and creativity. This is, seeing what you want on this earthly plane and using your power to go and get it. This is also heightened sexual energy for you during this time, but be careful who you let into your heart, okay? Because they will have a lasting impression and they will make a lasting impression there, all right? And they have to be on the same path that you are on. So love during this time, fantastic. The energy between you two will be amazing, but you have to be very careful with the person that you choose, because the person who comes into your life where you might be as attracted to them as anything, they might not be at the same space spiritually as you are, and that can be devastating. All right, so I just want to give you that warning. But there's also a sense here of divinity giving you a gift of creation and of passion and of, this fortitude of self, this sense of I'm getting this done and I'm reaching this height and nothing and no one will stop me. That is absolutely and positively exquisite, and that you absolutely will thrive under. All right, Scorpio, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you, and I love you all. Bye.